What's happening YouTube? Owen here from Dark Entertainment, the place to hear tales from Wales and afar. If you're into creepy experiences donated by people like yourself, then feel free to like and subscribe for more content. Now, let's get into the video. Welcome to episode 1, the Skirrid Inn. Coined as one of the oldest pubs in Wales, the Skirrid Inn undoubtedly has one or two stories hidden within the ancient walls. Situated just 5 miles north of Abergavenny, the inn is picturesque against the backdrop of the Skirrid mountain. The mountain itself has several legends to its name, one of which is that the mountain split when Christ was crucified. The oak used for the doors of the pub are reportedly from medieval ships. Also, the panelling in the dining room is said to have come from vessels during the Elizabethan period. During the late 1600s to the early 1700s, the inn doubled as a courthouse. One imposing figure is said to have been particularly active during this period and is now infamous, not just in Skirrid or Wales, but also in the south of England. In 1685, a rebellion erupted in the West Country, with over 6,000 Protestant peasants calling for the Duke of Monmouth to be crowned instead of the former king's brother, James II. The rebellion had been quickly put down, and Monmouth executed. However, the supporters of the Duke were to suffer under the hands of Judge George Jeffreys. Judge Jeffreys became feared throughout southern Britain after the rebellion. He presided over trials which resulted in 320 convictions and executions and 800 deportations to the West Indies. The hanging judge, as Jeffreys quickly became known, convicted several people within the inn who were subsequently hung from the beams above the stairwell. One custom, which is unfortunately no longer observed, is that of the Devil's Cup. Traditionally, a cup or tankard of ale is left out for the devil to allow him to take a draught and leave the premises in peace. Although this is no longer followed, the tankard can still be seen above the fireplace. So, down to the ghost stories. Over the weekend, my girlfriend and I have had the privilege of meeting with several of the staff from the Skirrid Inn and discussing the types of experiences that they've had. They inform me that nothing is really seen, but things are heard and smelt more than anything. However, they also state that several times glasses have inexplicably shattered despite no one being near them, and in one instance, a glass was thrown from one side of the bar to the other. According to the staff, there are 3 main spirits that make themselves known at the property on a regular basis. The most prominent of these spirits is Fanny Price. Fanny Price is thought to be a former landlady who passed away in the 1800s. Several current staff have reported smelling lavender in the air, but have not seen her. In the past, the smell has been accompanied by sightings of a woman walking through the upstairs rooms. Fanny Price's grave can actually be seen in the local graveyard. Several of the bar staff and waitresses have reported that when the pub and bedrooms are empty, they have heard the sound of stomping feet coming from the empty guest rooms. The sound of stamping feet is not the only ghostly sound heard. Occasionally, the sound of a child running and laughing can be heard from the rear dining room area. It is not known who the child is, but one customer might have given a name to the identity. About 2 years ago, the pub held a ghost evening in the upstairs rooms, where patrons would stay and attempt to catch a glimpse of the restless spirits. As with most tours, very little was experienced at that time. However, recently, a member of the tour arrived back at the inn. She was holding a small bag that contained a plastic ball. She approached the bar and spoke directly to the landlady. The customer stated that after she had arrived home, she noticed that a small light-up ball belonging to her cat had been activating without her cats even touching it. She claimed that the spirit belonged to Mary Price, Fanny Price's daughter, and had attached itself to her and begun to play with the cat ball in her house. She had decided, once the pressures of the pandemic had eased, to return the spirit of Mary back to the inn. The ball is now housed in room 3 of the inn, and the landlady does not wish for it to leave. The third of the regular spirits is that of a black and white cat. The staff believe that the spirit is that of a ship's cat that came with the ship wall panelling that coats the dining room walls. Many sightings of the ghostly feline have been seen. Staff state that the cat has been witnessed running into the pub as the front door is opened. When they attempt to detain it, they're left clutching at thin air. Several have stated that the sound of the cat yowling can be heard as the transparent figure runs past. Well, that's it from us here at Dark Entertainment. We hope you've enjoyed our episode. Be sure to like and subscribe for more dark stories. Once again, thanks for watching. Ta-ta!